Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Dialectic Space podcast. It's with me, your host Ibrahim Asonko, and today I have the honor to have with me a gentleman from Sudan. Kamal is a football player, or as we would say in America, a soccer player. You can blame it on me being part of the American community now. So Americanness is having some influence on me, and also for the fact that, World Cup just ended and Americans are all frenzy about soccer now. So it's big down here. But Kamal, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Feel good to be here, Ibrahim, with you. Thank you to have me here. So I'm glad to be here with you. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you very, very much. Obviously, Kamal and I guess it's not so obvious, but yes, we met, I think, about 2 years ago through football because he's a brilliant footballer. But as they often say, every footballer also has a story. Football is a part of the professions that you do, but you also come from somewhere. And so today I'm really interested to learn about your story and what football means to you, but also what football means to you from where you come from and what is the context of football from the place that you come from. Now, for those of you who may not know, Kamal is from Sudan, like I mentioned earlier. And we're going to check in first about Sudan as a country.
Yeah.
How is the state of football in Sudan as well? And you played in Sudan as well. You played for some teams. So let's begin from there. Talk to us about your home country. Do you miss it? How does it feel?
Oh, man. So to talk about the country, the first thing to gonna be comfortable, though you mentioned a lot of things that we miss it a lot. So yeah, I'm from Sudan, my first country, my first home. So I'm glad to share that with you. I came from Sudan, from Jazeera specifically. So طابت, Sheikh Abdalmahmoud, that my favorite place in whole world. So I like to talk about them. These people was founded in 1878 with that one called Sheikh Abdalmahmoud. He's the first one who came out there, and after that the people came back out with them. So now we got a good place we call طابت, Sheikh Abdalmahmoud. So and I lived too in some city we call Al Azazi. It's about two hours from طابت. So I got my family. Actually, I'm thanking all my family, all of them, السماني Mضوi's family and Toma Taib's family. I'm glad to talk about them. I'm glad to be with you here.
Thank you very much. Talk to us about a little bit about the culture in terms of football culture in Sudan. Obviously, most African countries love football. Football is big there. Like, in fact, I always say that if not for school and trying to become a lawyer, I probably would have been a professional football player, but I didn't make it that
Absolutely.
far because of the socio-economic conditions that I find myself in. But how much do people love football in Sudan, and how interested are people generally? Is the divisional leagues, are they so big? Do every kid wants to play a football in Sudan, and how is the footballing culture there?
Actually, before the war, we were very good. Like we got two teams. Actually, you know them. Is that what Al Hilal and Emirates
Yes.
they play in FIFA African League for clubs. So after the war, now we getting step forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Now all the team we got people standing up to play again. And in the national team, I did see that the national team for men, we was in FIFA African and Arabic Cup too. So as usual, the national team unit, the nations. So that's what we love to rise up with the football in Sudan. I'm glad to talk about them because nowadays they're doing their best to get back to first level that we had before.
That's really nice. And so the three teams that you played for in Sudan, do you care to talk about them a little bit? And what was your position that you used to play in these teams? Because I know here, most of the time since I've met you, you play fullback.
So yeah, you were there. You see that fullback, midfield. Sometimes I play in right wing. So that depends on the coach what he wants. So we just obey the orders. So the first team I played it's what Al Ummal, and pleasurely to talk about these teams because that what I am was with them. So the first team at Al Ummal I played when I was young, with the academy, with the coach Abdullah. That a good coach. He was a perfect coach. He taught us how to pass, how to be away, how to be near, how to deal with his friend. Abdullah Ismallah is the first coach that learned me. Taught me a lot of things in football. So I'm glad to mention his name, the first coach in my life ever. And then I played in first team in Al Umal with good coaches, good players, good management, good people. Even the fans was perfect. So I spent like 3 or 5 years, 4 years actually, with Al Umal. And then I transferred to Al Hilal, Hilal طابت. That's good team. Like they was in third grade. And then we got to the first, second, and the first. And after that, I left to Al Hilal Hasahisa. I spent 3 years there. It was incredible. We play outside, play inside. We play Sudanese Cup. So we go to Khartoum, we go to Jabal Awliya. That's a lot of places that we have it before. So I think it's a good career for me because I met many people, many coaches, different coaches.
Definitely the war must have affected the football in Sudan.
Yeah.
Especially, for a game that is growing and there is so much interest from people. And the war happened and that is part of the war that is still ongoing. So talk to us, what is the current state of football in Sudan, and what general message, for example, if any, do you still tell people who want to play but they look at the fact that the country is still experiencing trouble? But what is the state of football currently?
As I told you before, we coming back a little bit, step by step. Now the league start on. The people take deep praise. Now, like you hear all the country say, now we're back. Now we're back. Now we're here. Now we're going to show the world, the African, who we are and who always are. We are. So nowadays, they're playing as a national team. When the national team comes up and play, we all won, like a Sudanese. And that is my message to Sudanese people. Try to be one person, one soul, one heart. Because national team, unite us. We must work on these things. What makes you one, you have to work for it to do your best. As a player of let's see for top teams in Sudan, so Hilal and Merik. If you play in Hilal, you have to do your best to get ready to national team. When you do your best there, all the country are gonna be one, and that's what we want. Actually, for me, I want to be like a one person. As I said before, the national team, unite us, we have to work for it. Now, American Hilal, they do best contract with the coaches, the players, so they make the level high in Sudan. So that's what we're talking about. Now we're turning back, we're playing the Sudanese league, like we're recovering nowadays. So I think I'm going to thank those people who work on the national teams, on American Hilal, on small teams and biggest team. So that's what we make our good. So I hope to be one person eventually.
Now let's talk about here in the United States, where you are right now in Washington. That's where we're doing this interview from. And Kamal plays here for a semi-pro tournament called SIGAM. And the World Cup just ended, and Seattle, Washington is one of the states that hosted the World Cup games. Now talk to us about you being a football player from the continent of Africa, and we saw lots of African teams that contested in the tournament as well, including Senegal, including Ghana, a lot of them, and some made it all the way to the round of 16 and even the quarterfinals. How was that experience like for you, being here, and what would have meant to you if, say, for example, Sudan also makes an appearance in the World Cup? And I'm sure especially with somebody like you, because all of us want our best players to play for our country.
Yeah, sure. So about the FIFA World Cup in America, I think they did amazing things, even you cannot imagine it. So you see every single game like a final. You see how they put the flag in the floor, in the field. So and every game like a final. So you see that huge people that came from Europe, came from Africa, and especially African people, and like African teams like Morocco, Egypt. So they're playing that things tell you African they're gonna do something incredible at next year's, maybe next FIFA World Cup. So nowadays, African people, they have their words. Now we're here, we're doing our best, we rise up.
Yeah. So when you left home to United States and you're still interested in playing soccer, you still play soccer, football. What do you have to change in terms of how you play? You know, obviously back home it's different. You
Yeah.
know, the coaches are different.
Yeah.
And when you come here, you know, people always say the intensity is different and, you know, how they train, the coaches that you meet. What would you say you had to change in terms of how you train between the culture back home and here in the United States? Because I'm pretty sure you were not exactly the same player that you were when you were back home.
Yeah.
So when you came here, what trainings did you have to change? How did you adjust to the way that they want to play here so that you can still continue playing and still creating impact?
Yeah, actually, yeah. The first things is like a different. We call it there football, and here they call it soccer. So this is first different.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So there is not like here. I know there the coaches, perfect people, perfect place. But when you got here, I think it's a little bit different. You can't play here. You do, you play. You do, you play. Sometimes a lot of people complain there in Africa. I'm playing good, I'm playing well, but I didn't get the field. So if you do your best, that's like an advice for me and for other people. When you do your best, you can get the field.
Yeah.
Do your best, work every single day. There's nothing means day off. There's no day off, bro. You cannot work like 6 days and other people, they work 7 days. Bro, you cannot be in field while they're doing their best 7 days a week. If there's 6 days, the first day I'm going to take like a rest. Oh, bro, these 24 hours. You cannot take all of it, bro. You cannot. So you have to do your best and imagine in yourself, in your mind, if I do my best, I'm going to be in other place. That's what I'm doing now. If I work hard, even nowadays, the league is stop. So I think that what Kurwave said, when the league is off, the players is just beginning. So you have to do your best with your own coach. You have to run. You have to do your best. When the season on, you already fit. So that's what I'm talking about. The champions work all the weeks, all 24 hours. That's it.
Yeah, good point. And even the superstars, some of the greatest players in the world, like Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah, Messi
the
too.
Messi's, yes, they work so hard. They work so incredibly hard. And they credit a lot of their success to the hard work, not just what their coaches give them, but your own individual work that you do, which I'm sure you do. You know, you go to the gym by yourself, you go in doing extra runnings by yourself, you're doing extra drills by yourself, because all of that together helps you to become a really good player, such that when you go to the team, as you go into SIGAM, whatever drills the coach is giving you, it becomes easy because you know you're doing extra work that complements whatever is it that the coach is making you do when you come to training. But now, as you get involved with teams here, the systems, because, you know, back, a lot of us, technically, we're really good players.
Yeah.
But when you put us in a system, it cannot function. And one thing I know about American football is, just like their American football, which is like American NFL, it's very physical, and they like a lot of like physical players.
Yeah.
You know, if you're tiny, sometimes you go for some of these trials, unless you are like so gifted, they don't want to have you in their team. So in terms of system, what did you learn? Like, as you fit into these teams, what is the difference? Like, you have to be technically good, but you also have to be very fit and very physical. That is my observation that I see with teams here. Is that also reflective of what you see in terms of the system of players that they want, or it doesn't matter? If you're good, you're good. Like Messi, if you're good, you're just good.
Yeah, like Messi, but it's not like here. If you're physical, good, but mental badly. So I think you can play, but you gotta find other one. He's physical, mental, healthier. You can play front if you bro. You can stay on a bench. Here in America, you have to be physical, as you said. That's a good point. I'm gonna mention it. So like you small one, not physical, but you got mindset. Like Messi, I think sometimes you cannot play here. Yeah, it's not like sometimes that happen in Africa too. Actually, in Sudan too. Like they're gonna tell you like small one, but you have physical, bro. Make something, go to gym, do your best for your body like this. But Messi, baskets, See that?
Yes.
He can get all the match like he play at home. So that in American here, you have to be physical first things and mentally in health here too.
Yeah.
To get it.
Olympics is coming. America has become a hub for all of these global sports.
Yeah.
And the Olympics is coming in 2028.
Yeah,
and I've seen that the Sudanese women national Olympic team, the soccer team, the football team, the women, they've had some games recently. How does that make you feel, seeing your national team, women, they're participating as they get ready to also try to be here for the Olympics 2028?
Yeah, I hope so. It's the first time to get a women's team. So thank you very much for those people who work on this stuff in the national teams in all age, women's, men. So like youth, like under 17. Nowadays they got a team. They're working hard. So they're gonna play in Libya. And for women's team, it's the first time. So they're gonna need experience. They're gonna play more to get here. So I hope to get that. This point, it's important to have your women team, under 17 teams, and the second team like youth, and the first team. I think these people are working national teams. They're doing their best nowadays, and that's gonna make sense, inshallah, in next year.
Do you think they have a really good team?
No, to be honest, it's not like, because for women.
Women, yes.
For women, it's not bad, because the first time they didn't meet each other. The first time to meet this girl, meet her like this. The first time to meet each other. So I think the camp was, I don't exactly remember how it did, but it was the first time. Some of them were good. I saw that game. So it's not bad, but with the time, they're going to do the best. They're going to do something better. We hope so.
So let's talk about you a little bit, here, and your football. Obviously I've mentioned earlier that you used to play midfield, and now here we've
Left
seen
back.
you play midfield, but you also play left back, depending on where the coach needs you. But I think it's mostly been left back, and also I think sometimes we push you forward to like play wing back.
Yeah.
But football is changing now. Like fullbacks are like wing backs; they go up and down.
Yeah.
It depends on the formation that you're playing. But how is that for you? How are you able to adjust?
For me, for first time when the coach asked me to play in left back or full back, it was what he's saying. But I played that position with that coach. It's called Manطقة. So he asked me. We was two players, me and that player called Mamdouh. We call him Tatah, like a nickname. You know that. So every single game, one of us is gonna play full back. And that time we loved to play in midfield because you feel comfortable. You got a ball all the time. So when he said, like, Kamal, go to left back. Oh, what he's saying? Okay, I'm gonna go. Sometimes that Mamdouh go back, like nervous. We didn't like to go out of the field. So I with the time I did it. I see myself. It's good. It's not bad. It's still good because I'm left back. So sometimes me, sometimes a guy. When I got here with Bobby, he called me. First time he told me, "Can you do a favor for me?" I said, "Okay, coach, go ahead. I need you to play a left back." That was in practice, not a game. Okay, never mind. I play, I think, 3 times, and the next game was Saturday. I found myself in a paper left back. Oh my God. Okay, he come to me. Do your best. I know you can do it. Okay, coach. I did my best as he told me because already I play in Sudan and Africa. So I think I'm going to love it because 90% nowadays I play on left back. I was playing a wing, right wing. So nowadays I can play right wing, but you're going to obey the coach's order. Play here. He see what I'm going to do. So coach, when you obey the coach, now I'm in love with left back position. I like it, bro.
This is a personal question too. What is your goal now as you continue to get into the next season with your team that you play for? But not just here, but eventually you intend to also like aspire to play for, say, Sudan in the next Olympics that's coming. I'm sure all of us, I don't want to live in the United States for so long. Eventually, I want to go back home, and not when I'm done or when I'm retired, but I want to go to my country and work for my country when I'm still young and active and I have a lot to offer. Because I think most people just wait until they're done. They just go back home. Most of the brightest individuals from the continent all leave until when there is not much left, then they're like, okay, this is the time, and I'm not a fan of that. But I'm curious to ask you whether at any point would you be open to really participating in your country national team to support?
Yeah, I hope every person want to play in the national team. At least I'm going to serve my country. Bro, if you can't serve your country, that it's mean like you're going to serve your home like a father going to serve his children. So the country is like a father with the children. The country serve us before. Now this time to serve the country with the national teams, with other staffs. So we're gonna do our best to serve the country because this matter nowadays. So I'm gonna tell all people, if you have something to do with your country, don't hesitate, just do it.
Culturally, being here, how is it compared to when you were back home? I think a lot of people will be interested, especially some of the young ones who would like to come here to play football. And let's be honest, American soccer is changing exponentially, but it's not like it is in England or it is in Spain or in France. Those ones are the footballing god nations, for lack of better description. But in terms of culture here, what would you say to people who are back home and they're interested to come play football here? Obviously, again, if you want to play here, most times you have to go to college.
Yeah.
Unless you're like really good. You play in the pro tournaments, say UPSL or GSSL or whatever tournament, and then a team sees you that really admires and likes you, then they recruit you.
Yeah.
But the traditional means is you have to go through college.
Yeah.
And then, eventually you hope that you get some scholarship play and then eventually make it to the MLS.
Yeah.
How important is it for people to know the differences between what happens, say, for example, in Europe and then here in the United States for kids who are interested to come here to play? Kids who are looking at you back home, they want to be like Kamal.
Yeah.
They want to come. So. Yes.
That made me glad.
Yes.
Actually, for come here to play football, I think it's not like Europe, like the Big Four, like England, France, Spain, and Italy. So it's when you play there, yes, we're gonna play the football. Here, like if you got to go to college, you got to be in the practice with the team 5 days a week. So you have to take time. I'm gonna be at the game. I'm gonna be at the school. I think it's a little bit difficult to deal with these things, but some people did that actually exactly. They're gonna put their schedule of time, the team here. If you play like a professional, that's gonna be easy for you because you got to just play football because you got contract, you get paid. So that is. But if you're gonna go to college, work to get your game, they're gonna be difficult a little bit. So it's not like African at the same time. So in Africa, you have to play, you have to work, you have to go to school, a lot of things. So you cannot be focused with the circumstances.
Yeah. How much longer do you intend to play or be with the current team that you have? And do you also intend to get into playing fullback? Or you intend to go back to your traditional position, or just anywhere the coach wants you to play is where you want to continue to play?
Yeah, that depends on the plan.
Yeah.
Sometimes the coaches play 4-4-2.
Yeah.
They need you in other position. 4-3-3. It's not like 4-4-2. 4-4-3. If you're gonna play, you're gonna play wing. Sometimes they play like 3-5-2 like this. So that depends on the coach. Next game, in the practice, you're gonna know what's next game, where you're gonna play. In the practice, I practice a lot of too much in the left back. So I'm gonna manage that. But in my head, I'm gonna get next game in a full back. So I used to play in midfield, but it's no more. Nowadays, I think I got to play full back and a right wing too. Right wings are like 20%. Yeah.
Okay, some fire questions seeking fire responses. of all the teams that you played for back home and here, what period in your career would you say was the best that you can remember? And then I'll also ask the follow-up question, which is the toughest person that you had to defend.
Oh.
But yes, talk to us first about...
This is toughest question.
Yeah.
Bro.
Now, let's begin with, what is the best moment of your career that you remember? And with what club?
I think it's, again, many. I think the best is one. I got two.
Okay.
The first one was Al Umal Academy, because these people I play with them, they are my friends still now, and did the big thing for me. And one of these guys is called Omar Mamoun. He's my friend. All people there, I got many friends, but he's close one, Omar Mamoun, nowadays in Europe. So I like him so much. He's Omar Mamoun. I like that guy. So when I remember the academy, the first one came on my mind, he was Omar. So I like these days, many people that I know, and now they play in different teams, some of them in Europe, some of them in Africa. And this first one, and the coach was Abdullah, as I said before. This is the best moment in my life, in soccer career, because that guy of call Abdullah, I'm glad to know that guy and work with him and work under his management. So the second one was both of Hilal طابت and Hilal Hisa. I think the period was near, because from I transferred from Hilal طابت to Hilal Hisa. It was like 3 years here and 3 years here. Both of them was incredible. People, the community, the coaches, the players, the fans, even Al Hisa know when Hilal play, bro. When you play like Classico, Hilal and Murik, all people gonna be up in the field. So if you don't have heart, bro, you can't play like this. So the period in Hilal Tawa and Hilal Hisa is what's near period, because from here to here, this was the second one. The first one was with Al Ummal, and nowadays, as you know, my favorite team, favorite people, favorite coach, Sigam.
Sigam, yes.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Sigam is the Seattle Gambia football team here in Seattle. That's why Kamal and I are talking, and that's how we also came to know each other.
Yeah.
Now, talk to us about your favorite opponent that you had to guard against or defend. Because, if you play fullback, often it's hard because, most times you have to defend the best players of the team.
Yeah.
Because these days, if you want to play midfield wing, or if you want to be outside, you have to be very skillful. And most of the time, they have to be fast and pacey, technical, and they do all of the dribbles. They want to kill you, figuratively, or not figuratively, metaphorically, but you also want to make sure that you defend against them. You defend against that as much as possible. But who do you recall as a really tough opponent that you had to play against?
Okay, a lot of people here, but I got it.
Okay.
Eventually I got it, we won.
Okay.
So many people, when the game ends, he came to me. That was the winger. He was good. That first game for me, bro. Some people who play against you, you're gonna see you're good. That means I'm gonna prove something.
Yeah.
I gotta. Sometimes they hit me up. I think I'm not fast enough, and the coach talked me about that. You have to do your best. What happened today? He told me that when someone take me off, bro, he run and he was in the front. He wasn't in the back. He was in front running. So this here, many players, actually Belfast players, were good and fast too. 3 cities too. They gonna that winger. Yeah. Oh my God, he was African too. So in Africa, many players like defenders that call we call him like nicknames. There actually in Sudan we don't say like Kamal, like Ibrahim. No, Ibrahim Ebra. Kamal Kimo. So that's why many different people. This was Abkadok. It's called Ahmed, like Amado. We call him Kadok. He was tough pro in the practicing, cannot pass. And Khalid, they call Manjurias. You know these stuff, like nicknames. But the toughest one, he was my friend Omar Mamoun. He was tough, bro. You cannot pass. So in the practice, when you play like a practice, like I dare you to win today. He didn't say anything. But when the game's still here, I cannot pass.
Wow.
He defender, he play like a center back. Bro, he didn't say anything, but he play. You cannot pass. So he's my friend, and I'm afraid of him. So he was the toughest. It's three people, I can call it. There was Umar, the toughest one. He was the best one independent there. So that one, I wish to play with him again or against him. Never mind.
I'm curious to ask you, for a fullback, now, say Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the best fullbacks that I think that plays in elite league in the world, including the Champions League.
Yeah.
Now, he get criticism a lot because people often say, oh, he knows how to attack. He doesn't know how to defend.
Yeah, nowadays
he doesn't defend. And I've watched your game. You're very good going forward, but you also defend very well as well. How much importance do you give to modern fullbacks now that, like going forward is important? Because the way teams play now, if all you know how to do, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, respectfully, his skill is to defend. He doesn't give much when he goes forward. How important is it for a fullback to have both now? To have offense and defense.
Yeah. Actually, you have to be full mind firstly to think fast. If you didn't think fast, they're gonna kill you. So when I go, last week I was chatting with Bobby, the coach, asking him about, you say sometimes you have to go up, sometimes you have to stay in your place. How I can do that in just one game, 9 minutes? It is too blunt. He told me that depends on the wind play against you. If he stay back, you can't go up. If he, like, they gave him the ball, like Messi or Lamine Yamal, did the coach tell them, give him the ball. If the ball is him, you have to stay here, bro. Yes, you have to stay here, no up. Just like defend, and delay. If you want to hit him or kill him up like this, you cannot. Delay. Defense is foundation is delay. That's what Bobby call us and tell us just delay. Like a fullback, delay. Sometimes you're going to be the last one. If he pass you, you're going to face the goalkeeper. So 90% or 99% is goal. So you have to delay. If your last one delay, you're going to be late. Your friend's going to help you out. So that was, but I like to go up because I like to cross. But that depend on the team you play against. I got a fast winger, I have to stay in your place, be in your position, obey the orders of the coach, because the coach always need me when I play inside with the bench. They call stay, go, stay. But when I transfer others, I cannot hear him. So that's what makes it difficult a little bit. Yeah. So it depends on the winger. He up like Hakimi. He's not like a full back. He's like a winger.
He is.
But that depends on the other team. Now Hakimi in FIFA World Cup, you see, he score, he do assist, like this stuff. So I like him play.
What player would you want in your team, for example, if there is a single player that you wish to have in your team to play with you?
Omar Mahmoud, eventually, bro. Same guy. I like him. I like him so much, yeah. And I miss him so much.
Who would you consider as the greatest Sudanese player, soccer player, football player of all time?
I think there are two. It's not just one. Two. You need one, but I cannot say one because their ball's good. It's Faisal Al-Adib. He played in America and in national team, the first national team in Sudan. And the other one is Haitham Mustafa. Same thing. He played for both team, Hilal and America. Like he played in Barcelona and Real Madrid both. He was playing in Hilal and then he played, I think, 2 years for America or just 1 year. So these two people, I like them. So they're now here in Africa, but they stopped playing. As you know, I hope to one of them be a coach because they're gonna serve the country eventually.
What's your favorite football team?
For me?
Yes.
Arsenal.
Arsenal
fans.
Why am I even talking to you, bro?
Oh.
Because I support Manchester United. I can't believe I spent the last half an hour talking to you.
I'm gonna leave right now.
No, we have to. Did you see that you guys are gonna get Vinicius? It's looking like you're going to buy Vinicius.
With Vinicius here, bro.
That's gonna be crazy.
Kill him, bro.
Yay.
I think you're gonna take that.
Again?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
can see that happening.
Actually, with this guy in the left wing, I think
Saka.
we're gonna
You're gonna cause trouble.
bro. Oh,
I'm scared of that.
we
I'm
need,
not gonna lie.
we need Guimaraes too. If Guimaraes is here,
Bruno, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm low key very afraid for Arsenal to have Vinicius Junior because I think that's is going to be a game changer because of just the kind of player Vinicius is and what he is going to give to Arteta. Now people say, "Oh, I don't think he's going to fit in." I said, "You people are crazy."
Yeah, he's Brazilian, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of many Brazilian.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli. Like this.
I think, man, I hope it doesn't go through. And I'm saying this right now. Let me look into the camera and say this. I hope that Arsenal do not, at the time of having this conversation, I hope and pray they don't get Vinicius Junior because we don't want some reincarnation or rejuvenation of Arsenal as a football team. They won one Premier League in like 20 years. This past season, that's it. Arsenal, nobody should remember you guys again.
4 years, bro. I think we're gonna do it. But you're lucky. You won the Champions League here.
Yeah, Manchester. Yeah, we're there. We're happy.
Anyway, yes.
So that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. But if there is one team that you wish to play for, you know, obviously after Arsenal, because I know you would love to play for Arsenal.
Yeah, hope so. Yeah.
After Arsenal, what club would you want to play for? If there is one club you would like to play for. Here, but also back home, and also at an elite level between all the clubs, Arsenal, Manchester, Barcelona.
Okay, if you talk about African, especially in Sudan, I got 3 teams.
Okay.
The first one I'm from Jazeera, so the team that called Ittihad Madani is I think it's this city 2 hours away from us. So I like that team. So long time I support them. Once I get to Madani, I go to the club just like see what happened. So I like black and yellow. It's called Ittihad, like Saudi Arabia Ittihad. So I like that team first. And the second team, sir, I hope that my father wishes. He told me I hope to play in Hilal or Morocco in Sudan. My mother too. No, we need Hilal. My father say you need Hilal or Morocco. Doesn't matter. This is big team, the biggest team in Sudan. So I like to play with them. Nowadays they're doing their best in Africa. So I think I hope to play someday. Yeah. No one knows. Just the future gonna tell us that. So
mom and dad all have their preference of where they want to play.
Yeah.
Where they want you to play. That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. More interesting actually.
Yeah. So at elite level, Arsenal, besides Arsenal, I'm not going because I know you want to play for Arsenal. So out of the equation, is there any team that you watch and when you see them, you're like, I wish I could be part of this team to play for them here and also in Europe?
Oh, if you said in Europe, without Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh, without Arsenal, I think that it's going to be, I like Milan.
Milan?
Yeah, I like Milan so much.
Inter or AC?
No, AC Milan.
AC Milan, okay.
Yeah, I like them very well. So for here, many teams.
My team in Miami?
Miami?
Yeah.
Because of Messi, Inter Miami. Yeah. I like Ronaldo, I like Messi too, but from Messi's fans, and I like Ronaldo. There's no one in the whole world tell you, I'm Messi fans and I like Ronaldo. No, if in Sudan, actually, if you like Messi, that means already you hate something called Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
And the same. So I'm Messi fans. I like Ronaldo because he's physical, mental. Now he's 40 something. He playing. He inspired all the world nowadays. When he say I'm here, that is here. Yeah. It's done. But Messi is God, as you know. Yeah. But I like Ronaldo. I like him. Yeah. So he encouraged me. He gave me when I watch him. That was a version I watched the podcast. I like it, bro. He'll talk like something, nothing happened. Yeah. It's easy, man. Just do your best, all gonna be easy. That's Ronaldo. So for other team, I like Nashville team because there's
Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville team.
They have what's his name again?
Hani Mukhtar.
Ooh, he is cold.
That guy, bro.
Mukhtar is cold, bro. He's good.
Hani Mukhtar, bro. He's cold, man. Cold.
Yeah, he is a goal poacher. He's really good.
Yeah, I think he's better, and the captain too. Yeah. His father was Sudanese too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his father Sudanese. Yeah, And in the last game for the champions, he was both Germany's here, Germany's flag and Sudan's flag is here. So nowadays in social media, all people talk, oh, Hani Mochar Buta, what flag is here? Oh, like this. His father is Sudanese, but he didn't represent any team or national team yet. I don't know why, but I hope to be Sudan.
I hope he's Sudan too.
I hope,
You know,
man.
he's a good player.
Yeah.
I really like him. But yeah, this whole entire Ronaldo Messi debate, bro, I feel like we're at the place where people should just give up. You know, we enjoyed them for like 15 years. These two on top of everybody else, pushing each other, challenging each other. You know, one person scores 2 today, the other person scores 2 today. One person scores 3 today, the other person scores 3 the next day. They've held each other together to such a high standard in a way that we've perhaps never seen in football. And I think people need to enjoy that. But there is always this comparison. You have to raise Ronaldo to bring Messi down, or you have to raise Messi to bring Ronaldo down. And I also think, because Messi doesn't talk, but I think most of the time is, you know, Ronaldo likes to be in the media, and he does all of these interviews sometimes. And his fans are so fanatic in a way that they are going to drag you on social media if you say anything wrong or you criticize Ronaldo. And you could see that in this past World Cup. I thought that was pretty interesting in the World Cup, just the entire Ronaldo Messi. And I always tell people, I say, look, it was
a big war.
I say, don't even argue. Let's enjoy them. Ronaldo is great. They're at the end of their career right now. Why should all the conversation be about how many goals Messi scored? And if Messi even haven't scored a single goal in this tournament, it doesn't matter. The same is Ronaldo too, because they've done it over and over. They have nothing to prove to anybody.
People support enjoyed it. As Marcelo said, I'm Real Madrid player. Ronaldo is my friend, my teammate. But Messi is a ghost. Messi is the best. So we have to be honest with ourselves first. For me, like I like Abraham. Now, like Mamadi is good too. I cannot say Abraham is my guy, but Mamadi is nothing. No, bro, you have to be honest with yourself firstly. Messi is the best. He got the FIFA World Cup. Ronaldo is better, bro, but he didn't get the FIFA World Cup too. So that's what we have to. You have to be honest with yourself firstly. That happened now in Sudan as well. We like football there in Sudan, so that's why. No, Ronaldo is the best. No, Messi is the best, and all people know. I'm Messi fans. I know in my side, my friend, Ronaldo is the best too. But you cannot say to my friend that. Oh, bro, cannot.
Yeah, great, wonderful conversation. Last few questions that I have. One is not football related, because I think people also want to know Kamal. You know, the football is great. We know you do that very well. You love football. You can see you and I, we both relate on that level. But beyond just football, is there anything that you also do that you think is important to help you? Because you talked a little bit about mental health. That if you're not good mentally, if your mental tenacity or resilience, you cannot play football like that. You know, but football is not the only thing I'm sure you're interested in, or that's all what your life really is, football. Is there anything else that you do out of football that you think, especially for people back home, should know that helps you to become the footballer that you are on one hand, but also to become the human being? Because, you know, I can say it confidently that you are an incredibly wonderful person to talk to. You're very disciplined, very hardworking. But and you perhaps involved in other things too, career-wise, in terms of either education or anything. But really, if there's any message that you want to send, or people should know about you, especially folks back home, what would it be?
I think it's about education. Education is the fundamental pillar at any society, as you know. So I was like, I'm not going to call myself teacher. Other people call me that, but I didn't like it. Because I'm doing something, I have to do it in my country. For like English language nowadays is most important things. If you want to travel, if you want to walk out of your country, and it's like a problem for us like African people, as you know. So I was work at initiative course, marathon course, that was in طابت, الشيخ عبدالمحمود. It was before before the war, and during the war, I was working with people who came from Khartoum to Jazeera. Like the war, they cannot stay at home, so they come out from Jazeera, go anywhere. So I founded my own institute for learning English language. So it was free because all people need the money at that time of the war. So what my advice is, just you're gonna keep going to learn. It's not about football. Just do your best to learn what you want to learn. Do your best, because if you go look back for your parents, they done everything for you to rise up, to do your best. Nowadays, if you're 15, before 18, now in Africa, if you're 18 or 15, sorry, now you got all responsibility to work hard, to feed your home, to feed your children, the father, mother, your parents, to feed your brothers. Nowadays, if you're all the one at home, maybe 20, you have to feed them out. Do your work, do your best, because the parent done everything. They have to find you rise up. They have to be proud of you. So about English language, if you want to learn, just learn it. English just like a practicing. You cannot say I want to learn English language and you say You cannot rely on other people while at the same time you didn't do anything for yourself. So for English people, do your best, do more, don't give up, don't take day off. With success people, you know that there's no day off, bro. 7 days, 24 hours, walk. Okay? And for football, just do your best, sleep well, eat well, healthier, wealthier, mindset, be mindful. Do your best, look for other people who are of you to read them out, to say, sometimes I am proud of myself. And my advice to keep going, English language, whatever you want to learn, football, walking, do your best. Just don't rely on other people. Nowadays, every single one rely on himself. That's it.
Finally, if there's anything at all that during the course of this conversation that you feel you need to share and we haven't touched on, or either a message of hope or a message of inspiration, especially for people who are out there, because you come from a place where they've been struggling a lot in terms of conflict. And sometimes I feel like that gets lost in the conversation because, we're talking about football.
Yeah.
We're not talking about so much about the fundamental issue
Mhm.
of what's happening back home, why football is not so great there is because of these constant conflicts.
Mhm.
Is there any hopeful message that you want to share with people that are back home in terms of, the hope for a country, which seems very improbable in terms of whether it will in fact ever be a situation where we're peaceful, everybody accept each other as one, and we don't have any problems? Is there any message of hope that you would like to share?
It's about accept each other. That it matters. Something matters in your country because the unit makes us on peace all the time. So we need to be one, like one person. We need to serve our country. We need to get it back. Like nowadays, we said we're gonna build it back. In Sudanese word, we're gonna build it back. Hanab new is Arabic sentence. So if you wanna rebuild the country, you have to move forward like a crew. Don't go alone. Don't walk alone. Just when we walk, like we need to build it back. We have to share that things. Don't say where you're from. No, I'm gonna build like I'm from Tabat. I don't want to go and just build Tabat up. I want to get built Tabat other countries, all the Sudan. We are all Sudanese. That words in the matter nowadays. When you say where you're from, if someone nowadays asks me in Sudan where you're from, I'm gonna say I'm Sudanese, bro. Yeah. I'm African. I'm Sudanese. Where you're from? I'm Sudanese, bro. Where you're from? I'm Sudanese. I tell you that. So nowadays, this is a problem. You have to share these things and rise it up like a crew, like a squad, all of us like a one soul, one heart. So as I mentioned that football unit us, especially in Sudan. Like I watched the game that the time was 8 in the morning here. That was Hilal Merikh, the first game after war in Khartoum Stadium. Bro, all people, white, black, green, red, all people that was gathering there in one place, that Khartoum Stadium. That what makes us one person, that what unite us. So I like football in Sudan because it unite us. And I hope that happen with the national team, because when the national team playing today, we all won. So I like that so far.
Kamal,
So we finish up.
I know it's been absolutely wonderful
Actually.
checking with you and chatting with you today. You know, you are such a wonderful person, like I said earlier on, and you do such an important work with our community and also our football team that you're part of as well. And also, I think you said very important message with folks back home who are interested or who look at you as an aspiring figure or even say a distant mentor, because I think that matters a lot, because sometimes we find ourselves in these countries and we are not so engaged with people back home, but there are so many other people that are looking for inspiration. They want to look at somebody to say, if you have done it, I can do it too, or I can do even more. So I think your perspectives are extremely important to share, but also your journey is very impressive as well. And we are united by our love for football, you know, soccer, which I like a lot because myself, I enjoy it a lot. I used to play it. I don't play it so much anymore. I just do it for fun now. You know, but it's been an
So you play good. That's how you in practice.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, you do your best, man.
I'm okay. I used to be really good, you know, but I had to go to law school, and that just it made a lot of things hard. But you know, it's been absolutely wonderful chatting with you.
You're wonderful with you, Brahma. So I'm glad to be with you in your canal. So proud. I watching you always, bro.
Thank you.
You get many topics that incredible that encourage us. So the last things I'm gonna say, thank you for having me here, for being here with you, for chatting, for mentioning something better. Last but not least, I'm gonna thank God. Alhamdulillah, we're here. We're doing our best. We're alive. So do your best. Work hard. Imagine yourself in top of the mountain. Do your best. Never stop. Make it clear. Be proud of your parents. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, dad. Thank you for all people. Thank you for طابت. Thank you for Azadi. Thank you for Sudan. Thank you, America. Thank you, Sigam people. Thank you, Gambian people. Thank you, American people. Thank you, Ibrahim. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Kamal. Thank you all to our audience as well. My guest has been for the last hour, Kamal. Kamal is Sudanese professional football player here in Seattle, Washington. I've had the distinct honor of knowing him and also, you know, being around him with our Sigam football team. Today he walked us through his life, his journey, but also the teams that he played for in Sudan and here in the United States as well. And we also spent some time to talk about the recently concluded World Cup and the upcoming Olympics as well, and the entire debate about Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi. We touch on a variety of issues. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Dialectic Space Podcast, and also share this interview as well. And we look forward to bringing you more voices in soccer, in business, in academia, in entertainment, on all issues that are pertinent to our well-being as a people. Once again, thank you all for being here and thank you for watching. Have a good day.